Hello, Jaames Johnson, aka Sulfurblade, and welcome back to Empyrion Galactic Online, version 1.5, Reforged Eden. This will be like episode 3 of this Let's Play series, in which we're heading off to talk to the Chief. Excuse me, guys, coming through. Hello, Mr. Chief. Tanako, te manene, ko na tatataka, etc., etc. I'm sorry, I don't understand your language. Ko kakapapa tapapa tatatana. Yes, I still don't understand your language. So your people are Talon. Blah blah and blah 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 blah. The chief points to a tapestry depicting a pyramid-like tower being struck by lightning. Blah blah and blah 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 and more blah and more blah and more blah 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 code. The chief gestures to a village gate and turns around. Well then, I guess we're done here. Did you get any of that, Ida? The best I got is that the chief wants me to go to some tower somewhere. I've recorded the conversation and identify the structure he indicated, Commander. It is quite far from your current location and is emitting a low electrical magnetic signature. Shall I send the location to your data display? Go ahead. Okay, Commander, I forwarded the location of the tower or something that matches the tapestry the Talon Chief showed you in the display. Great. Hey, I have a landing gear. I'll be a son of a gun. Huh. I got one more than I thought I did. Okay. Oh. Hey, Ida. Could you hurry up here? Where is it? This way. Oh, that's not far. Actually, let's put down a little ways away, because feeling we could get into some fights around here. And I'd rather the ship not be hid in the crossfire. Why am I carrying a block? I don't know. Getting spiders. So in the vanilla game, there's a whole bunch of spiders here. I'm not seeing any spiders this time around. Alright. Okay. The flippity flop is going on here? How am I supposed to get in? Well, that was weird. Hey, Ida. I'm in the place. Now what? I found a way in. The design of this structure is more advanced than the Talon village, but I see many similarities in the architecture. There could be many reasons, Commander, but I surmise that the Xerox presence here is the cause of their apparent regression. Yeah, that's the top of my list too. But why send me here? To show what? These devices appear to some kind of holographic terminal and may contain the answer to your questions. There's no power, so I cannot interface with them. I'm detecting a live energy conduit running behind the wall. Try pushing against the wall, Commander. Pushing against the wall. Which wall? This wall? No. This wall? No. There it is. This wall. This must be it. I found a lever. Hey, it's on. Looks like the power's on, Ida. All the lights and displays are lit up. I'm reading an increase in data traffic, and I have remotely connected to the computer system. They are operating on a base 8 numerical system rather than 10. Base 8? You mean they count in divisions of 8 instead of 10 like us? Will that cause any problems generating a translation key? No, Commander. I'll have the translation key completed momentarily, and I will transfer the files to your suit's system. Please approach the Blue Council and confirm that it is translating the Talon language correctly. Loading Talon translation key to HDD Talon.lex. Talon.lex added to database. Forwarding translation to HUD and audio input-output. In the year of 1832-4, the noble Talon, having regained the power of the spaceflight and finally returned to the stars, encountered our first adversary in the form of the Trade Federation, an economic power spanning thousands of systems without formal military. They found opposition with our enlightened system of equality and saw our people as both a threat and resource. With no military force of our own, we turned to an honorable warrior race, great in number and military prowess, but lacking interstellar travel, and uplifted them to be our allies and protectors against the economic might of the Trade Federation. With their military and tactical superiority on our side, the Federation's aggression was halted and a stalemate achieved. Seeing no way for a profitable outcome for them, the Federation entered negotiations with our Talon Xerox Assembly to construct a system of codependent commerce between all peoples, giving up their right to military force in exchange for our allies' protection from external sources in their place. And so the Trade Guild and the Talon Xerox Assembly were formed. This looks like some sort of historical record. It appears to detail the rise of the Talon and their protectors and allies, the Xerox. From the dating system, I believe this would be some 2,000 years ago, and documents roughly 1,500 years of Talon Xerox Assembly history, over 800 pages. Oh, that's a long time to be allies, for them to be in the condition they're in now. I'm guessing there's more recent history that must be on one of the The Red Council is next, Commander. Confirmed, Ida. Running Talon translation key, Talon.lex. Talon translation 99% accurate. Forwarding translation to HUD and audio input-output. The Red Council should have more historical data. Or something like that. Oh, I'm supposed to click on the thing. Slowly the silence spread across the galaxy, engulfing everything it touched. No warning, no transmission, and no survivors. Gone were the days of peace for the Assembly. War was upon us, and once again, the bonds that bound us together burned bright as the fires of war were waged upon the ancient evils of our past, our legacy. The ancient enemy we thought left behind long ago, bound to a dying galaxy with no way to travel the gulf of emptiness between the origin and destination. Naive we were, for while we are bound by lifetime and memory, they were not. They took the long journey across the expanse with no thought or risk, only the cost of time and the journey would take. To emerge here now, when we were once again at peace, to take from us all that we have built again. To fight was our only choice, but time and distance served to only strengthen our ancient enemy, and so silence spread like a stain across the face of the galaxy, for where they spread, only silence was heard. This doesn't seem to have anything on the Xerox. It's talking about some war. Whatever this enemy was, it was strong enough to topple a formidable alliance that had ruled the galaxy for over a millennium. I have found thousands of references to the legacy elsewhere in the database, but little information on their appearance and nothing on their language or culture. They can't have been that effective since that happened, what, 400 years ago, and the Xerox are still here? There's no need to know about a dead enemy that we'll never run into. 239 years, Commander, but indeed the records describe the defeat of the Legacy further on. However, the Legacy were not completely destroyed, merely rendered dormant through the science and ingenuity of the Talon and Xerox assembly. But nothing that says how the Talon ended up as this. No, Commander, I'm not sure that it would be recorded here, as such an operation would have been surgical, leaving no one to update the record in the time permitted. There may be more information regarding that time on the Green Console. You can always come back and read about the Legacy later, if it interests you. Running the Talon translation key. Forwarding translation to HUD and audio input and output. Wait a second. This console only seems to have a database of Talon-controlled planets, foods, dances, and other culture-related stuff. While this is probably what the Chief wanted me to read, it's of no use to us. Yes, this console appears to contain information about the Talon as a people. Personally, I find it fascinating, Commander. Can you enable the upload connection on the console so I can store these files for the UCH database? Ida? You find something fascinating? That's the most expression I've heard out of you so far. One of my parameters is to investigate and document first contact with alien species, Commander. I am predisposed to fascination of alien cultures and creatures. Does that mean you're investigating these big-ass spiders we've been running into as well? Of course, Commander. And if you would like to know more about the creatures we've encountered, you can review the ecological database in your PDA. I'll pass on that. Thanks, though, Ida. I'm sorry to interpret, Commander, but I've detected heat signatures moving in on the tower in formation. I was able to trace them back to the transport half a kilometer away that landed outside my focus. I apologize for not detecting them sooner, Commander. How many hostiles are we talking about here? There are only 3, Commander. They appear to have taken flanking positions, 1 at the top of the tower to prevent your escape, and 2 preparing to breach. I guess it's go time then. They're preparing to breach, Commander. Get away from the red console. Jesus Christ! Holy mother of God! That was... Yeah! Okay. Holy crap. Jesus Christ, these guys are strong. Way stronger than that. Oh, I haven't got fucking armor on either. Was that all of them? No, I guess that wasn't all of them. Alright, either Reforged Reforged Eden must give these guys a serious buff to their testosterone. Because they hit like a fucking Mack truck now. Where? There you are. Come on, you supposedly had a shotgun. How were you shooting that far? Yeah, someone must have told them we were coming. Alright, let's loot our drugs. Let's find those corpses. I want to loot their butts. There should be 2 more corpses around here somewhere. One was hiding over here, yeah. Alright, was there anything to loot in here? Probably not. This is just kind of like historical information about the Talon. Alright. We're returning to the chief. I'm still recording. Yeah. I need armor. Something fierce. I see you've returned, traveler. I hope your journey was enlightening. Wait a second. You can speak trade standard? Of course I do. How else would I purchase supplies and sell ingredients to the traders of the trading station? Then why send me on this wild goose chase to learn your language and history? Couldn't you have just told me what I wanted to know when I first came in here? I could have, but then you would have both learned nothing for yourself and proved nothing to me. I'm now confident that you are neither a Xerax spy or an enemy of the clan. By the way, what is a goose? Some kind of animal? No, it's an animal, a bird from my home world, but that's beside the point. What? The tower contains records of our history. Much as the Xerax would like to refute it, they would never intentionally destroy such a repository of knowledge, as it may still be of use if war resumes again. What can I tell you, Chief? They blew in a wall to get in, and took out one of the consoles and everything behind it. The red one, I think. By the time I reached the tower, they'd already landed a safe distance, and were making their way on foot to the tower. That knowledge is backed up. So long as the other consoles are undamaged, then it can be repaired. I can tell you what you're thinking. That someone here told the Xerax patrols where to find you, aren't you? Not to put a fine point on it, but yeah. It shames me to admit that you're probably right, Traveler. I can even understand why they did it. You see, a year ago, when ships of your people crashed on this planet, several villagers were caught in the fires caused by the flaming debris that rained down across the planet. I ordered my people to go and put out the fires of our settlement, and those of our neighbors, then to aid any survivors from your ship's people. To my sorrow, when we tried to help your people, they mistook us for Xerox. Our aid for an attack. We lost many people that night. Several of the young hunters lost friends and family members, and have held a grudge since then. After I'd sent you to the tower to learn our ways and language to prove you were not an enemy, several of the hunters came to me and demanded that I render you no aid, and instead I should contact our Xerox jailers and trade information for supplies or weapons. Naturally, I refused. I would be a poor leader to lend any assistance to the Xerox, who enforced these conditions upon us. Unfortunately, it seems the youngsters did not like my answer to their demands. Now it seems that they may have done something unforgivable. These conditions, I never did find out what how the Talon ended up this way. Ah, yes. That. It's not a terribly long story and happened long before my time, but if you're willing to listen to an old chieftain prattle on about the past, I'll be glad to indulge you. If only the youngsters had the patience to learn their history, maybe this tragic situation wouldn't have happened. Following the defeat of the Legacy and their forced dormancy, the Xerox, who suffered the greatest, or possibly only losses in the war, we Talon were centralized, with not much desire for expansion, and left that to those of the Assembly who desired freedom, so we were all far from the front lines. We were seen as cowards, not fit to rule. Suspicion and discrimination escalated. Wild theories of us orchestrating the Xerox demise at the hands of the Legacy became common, and xenophobia reigned supreme until it all came to head. The House of Xerox united behind a single ruler, an emperor, and forcibly and violently ended the Talon Xerox Assembly. The survivors from the Purge were headed on to the hundreds of planets across the galaxy. Some to work as slaves, others forced into primitive conditions like us, kept from technological proficiency by an iron rule, forced by our watchers. That's really all there is. Look around you, and you will see the truth of the tale, traveler. That's terrible. Why have you not fought back? Fighting is a young man's game. I'm too old to fight. I couldn't bear to order my people to their death. And it would be to their deaths. There's no way a bow and arrow can stand against heavy machine guns. We are few, and we are weak. As much as it pains me to admit, we can only endure. Sooner or later, Chief, your people will need to stand up and fight, or one day they won't remember the past. I thank you for your opinion, traveler, but this is our business. Things will resolve themselves one way or another. Shall we get back to the matter at hand, then? Yes, what's going to happen with the young hunters? The youngsters will be apprehended and brought before a tribal council to determine their guilt. Selling out an ally to the Xerox is breaking our highest law. I understand. Is there some way I can help? I believe you may meet opposition. On the other hand, I believe some of the other hunters may also refuse the order to bring in the youngsters. I'd ask you if you're willing to speak to the head of the hunters and tell him to call in the hunters at my request. Right away, Chief. So you are the Terran that the Chief has vouched for. I'm not impressed. I'm not here to impress you. I'm here because the Chief asked me to tell you to bring in the young hunters that are suspected of selling me out to the Xerox. No member of my hunters would dare sell out anyone to those treacherous Xerox thugs. You dare accuse my kinsmen of making deals with their kind? Hey, I'm not accusing anyone. I'm here to make sure you call in the hunters instead of warning them. My people have no reason to flee your false accusations, Terran. I've already sent out a messenger to bring in the hunting parties an hour ago. Well, are they back yet? Well, no. They should have returned some time ago. This does not mean they are guilty of anything, just that something has delayed them. They might be in trouble. Then I will go out and bring them in myself. No, you will not, Terran. I will go out, and you will accompany me to ensure that there is no deception on anyone's part. Okay, I can live with that. So, where are we going? Young Keeve is the closest. He should be near the stone monument at this time of day. I'll meet you at the top of the tower. If I cannot find him, he will likely be near the tower, invisible from the top. Okay, let's head out then. And once again, we're going to park some distance from the place. Whoa! Stop right there, you deceitful, violent savage. I don't know how you tricked that fool of a chief, but I won't give you the chance to spout your lies at me. I haven't lied to anyone, and I'm not here to lie to you, Keeve. Save your lies, Terran. Your people murdered my father, whose only crime was that he was too kind, would never raise his voice or his hand against anyone, and your people shot him in the back while he pulled them from burning wrecks. I'll never forgive your kind, Terran. You taint this holy monument, this entire planet, with your presence. A presence I will now cleanse, and in doing so will help my father's spirit find Empyrion. Don't try it, Keeve. You don't stand a chance against me with that crossbow. You think you can bring me in? You'll find I didn't come alone. I guess we're gonna have to do this the hard way then. There he is, soldiers, just like I promised. Alright, so there's Xerox here somewhere. Whoa, shit. Shit, I'm gonna die! Yeah, and the gun wasn't even loaded. Mother of God. Shit, out of ammo. Fuck. These guys are way stronger than they are in normal. Maybe too strong. The hell? Why wasn't the gun loaded? Again, the gun wasn't loaded. Fuck me. God. I'm sorry. This is ridiculous. If you're gonna make these guys this fucking strong, at least start me with some fucking armor. My God, this is insane. I couldn't even pull the trigger. Now it's dark. What the? These guys are like 10,000 times stronger than they are in normal game. A shotgun would blow their fucking heads off in like one shot or two. You can't even fucking hurt them. Seriously. Am I starting with no health when I die? No, I have 500 health when I die. What the fuck was that? What is this? I think I got shot the moment I logged. Yep. This is fun. This may be the shortest Let's Play ever. I might end up rage quitting. One shot takes me down to half health. The second shot finishes me off. And I mean, they're snap shots. You can't peek around the corner. As soon as you peek around the corner, they blast you in the fucking face. They seem to be stuck in a spot. Too bad I didn't have a grenade I could throw in there or something. Guy's got infinite health or something. My shots, they literally like do no damage to him. That was, I don't even know what to call that. Not fun. Ida, can you monitor this location, make sure no one disturbs the bodies? I want to remove the evidence, yada yada, etc, etc. Where was Kiev's body? Should have been, like, along this wall here. You have nothing to loot? Guess he had nothing to loot. Alright, where did I park? I don't even know where I parked. Has to be back this way. I've only died 18 times now. That's about 17 too many. I see you've returned, traveler, but it is without the missing hunter Kiev. No. You do not need to explain. One of our hunters already saw you gun down Kiev at the top of the monument tower. It saddens me that you would work to gain my trust, only to kill my clansmen in cold blood. What do you have to say for yourself now, Terran? Chief, I died 18 times to your clansman and his Xerox thugs. I think you're full of shit. I was only defending myself, and he attacked me. We Talon are not a violent people. We never initiated an attack. We will respond if attacked. In this case, we have already received word that Kiev's body was found alone at the base of the monument with several holes in his body matching your weapon. There are no other bodies. Your guilt is clear, Terran. I had hoped you would become a friend of the clan, Traveler. We are so lacking in allies these trying times, and it seems that I pinned my hopes that we could mend the gap between our two peoples. I'm not lying, the bodies were removed after I left to return here. Enough! Huntmaster. No, Chief. What the Terran says is true. I saw it with my own eyes. Kiev is a traitor. Huntmaster. You who lost so many of your hunters to the Terrans, you would truly vouch for this one. You who cried loudest for vengeance against the Terran interlopers? Yes, Chief. I watched Kiev lead a party of 4 Xerox soldiers to the monument and initiate an attack on the Terran who I sent to the monument to wait for me to bring Kiev peacefully. I didn't see 4 Xerox soldiers, I saw 2. Well, I am the head of the hunters for a reason, Terran. I know my way around a knife and Xerox body armor. What I want to know is how you know the bodies were removed when I never saw you return. Well, I'm a commander of the UCH for a reason, Hunter. You had that machine mine watch the area, did you not? Ha ha ha. If you think you could pull the fur over my chief's eyes, friend, you need to try harder. Does your machine mine know who took their bodies? They are surely in league with Kiev's schemes and need to be caught. With no way to identify them, all I can tell you is that there's 4 of them. Then I know who they are. There's only 4 hunters who are still out on patrol that did not return to heed the summon, Chief. But that is an issue for another time, is it not? Yes, I believe it is, Huntsman. I'm sorry, Traveler, that you had to see us in our time of weakness. I must surely be getting old if I could not see the darkness brewing within our youth. It's not your fault, Chief. These are your people, and they were wronged by mine. True, but the fault lies with me for not realizing how troubled my clansmen are, and also lies with them for not bringing their trouble to me before the situation worsened to what we have now. Things could have been much worse, so I'm glad that a crisis was averted, even if the result isn't what anyone could call positive. You are not welcome among my clan, Traveler. Rest here and be at ease here. If there's anything I can do to help you, please ask me. Where did the Terran survivors go to? Your clansmen. Their vehicles headed to the trade station belonging to the Polaris traders. I know this because I was there purchasing medical supplies. I would give you the coordinates of the station if you need them, but I'm sure your machine mind has already found the structure. I hope you find your people again, Traveler. May the spirits guide you to Empyrion, if not your people. And may the spirits guide you too, Chief. Ah, now you sound like a member of the clan. Farewell, Chief Natuk. I hope to see you again. Chapter 3. Industrial Concerns. You've cleared your name and found an unlikely ally in the Talon, but it seems things are not always what they seem, and trust needs to be earned in this new galaxy. Can the Polaris who helped smuggle your people off-world ahead of the Xerox be trusted, or are they playing a deeper game? Only time will tell. From the location data provided by the Talon Chief, I've identified the neutral station from which the UCH survivors left the planet. There are many transmissions and ships coming and going from the station. Their lack of armament indicates they are likely cargo freighters. Before I leave here, I should probably, if I had to make a guess, Commander, I would say that it's some form of trading station devoted solely to buying and selling and shipping of cargo. It appears to be completely unarmed aside from a small security detail. So it should be safe to go in there. No Xerox presence. I don't want to get there and find another ambush waiting for me. There's little chance of that, Commander. I'm keeping watch over the surrounding area. You are safe. I forward the location data to your display. do you got here? Crossbow bolts, berries, energy bars. Alright. Nothing of... And are you the only... Maybe you're a trader. Here. Why can't I sell this to you? Don't know why. Oh, he doesn't want any, that's why. Okay. Alright. Portals. Doesn't look familiar. That's exactly what it is. Portals. Weird. Damage hoverbike that way. UCH wreckage, large wreckage. Oh, well that's... Where's that hoverbike? Is it right below me? Well, that's a broken antenna. I swear I saw a broken hoverbike over here. Am I seeing things? They are? Are you kidding me? No! playing a joke. My apologies, Commander. It was humor. Jesus Christ. Alright. Here we are. And we'll probably leave what's going to happen next for the next episode. I am James Johnson. This episode was very painful with multiple deaths, which has me really wondering about this entire mod altogether. But yeah, like I said, maybe it's because I have no armor. Probably because I have no armor. I'm hoping it's because I have no armor. Anyway, I'm James Johnson, aka Sulfurblade. This is my content. Hopefully you're enjoying it. If so, please leave a like and subscribe. And until the next time, all. Peace.